What was Seneca the Younger's role under Nero? Imagine being a young emperor's trusted advisor during a time of great change and uncertainty. That was the position Seneca the Younger held in Nero's early reign. Seneca was a philosopher, a statesman, and a writer. His job was to guide Nero, who was only about 16 when he became emperor. Seneca's influence was significant in shaping Nero's initial policies and public image. He was also a tutor, teaching Nero about Stoicism, a philosophy that values self-control, virtue, and reason. Seneca wanted Nero to be a fair and moderate ruler, not a cruel one. When Nero took power in AD 54, Seneca and Burrus, the Praetorian prefect, formed the core of Nero's advisory circle. They worked together to keep Nero focused and to counteract the influence of Nero's mother, Agrippina. During these early years, Nero's speeches and actions reflected the advice of Seneca. Nero promised to respect the Senate and uphold traditional Roman values. Seneca even wrote speeches for Nero, including a eulogy for Nero's predecessor, Claudius. One of Seneca's most famous works was on clemency. It urged Nero to be merciful and avoid cruelty. This was meant to help Nero rule with virtue and gain the support of the Senate and the people. Seneca also helped shape the culture at Nero's court. He supported arts and literature, making Nero's reign seem peaceful and stable. For a time, no senators were executed, which was unusual for an emperor. But as Nero's behavior became more unpredictable, Seneca's role started to change. The murder of Agrippina in AD 59 was a turning point. Seneca was forced to defend the act to the Senate, which hurt his moral reputation. Over time, Nero's reliance on Seneca decreased. By AD 62, Seneca had mostly stepped back from public life. His role was that of a philosopher and advisor who tried to steer Nero toward virtue. In the end, Seneca's influence was limited by Nero's own choices and the pressures of ruling an empire. His story shows how even wise advisors can struggle against the temptations of power and the whims of a ruler.